maybe. There we go. Based on these data points, goals scored by MLS leading scorers. So what is my first step? What is the first thing that I need to do? Good, I'll put it in lowest to biggest, or least to greatest. So I see 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 2 25s, 27, 28, 38. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. So I have everything I need, even though it's way behind me talking. All right, now that it's in order, what do I need to find? The median. So I'll do my kind of cover up from both sides. You can do check marks. So on that side, then the next one, next one, next one, next one. And what do I get for my median? 24. And I'm going to write that in. My median equals 24. And just because I like seeing it visually, I'm going to circle it and give it an M for median. The reason I like to do that is because that kind of affects what I'm going to find next. What are the two things I need to find next?
Upper quartile.
Good job. I need my upper quartile and lower quartile. And why does circling my median help me? Why does it help me by circling the median up there? Anyone remember?
So you know not to include median?
Nice job, because we need to remember that we're not going to include it. So for my upper quartile, I'm going to cover up my median and everything below it. And that'll help me find the median of the numbers above. So what is my upper quartile? 27, because look, it's right in the middle. So 27 is my upper quartile. I'm going to do the same thing with my lower quartile, but again, I'm going to cover up the median. So what is my lower quartile?
20.
Good, 20. You don't have to, but I like to draw my do not graph box. To find my interquartile range, my upper outliers, and my lower outliers. I've never used this term with you before, but we actually call them the limits, the upper limit and the lower limit. But it just helps us find the outliers. How do I find my IQR? Good. A range is just a subtraction problem. And we're gonna, if it's the interquartile range, we're going to do the upper quartile minus the lower quartile and get what? 7. Now this IQR is going to help us find our limits. So if we're going up, how do we go up? By adding or subtracting? Shout it out. Adding. So we're going to add our IQR to our upper quartile. So when we do 27 plus 7, we get 34. That means any number bigger than 34 is an outlier. Do we have any outliers on the upper end? What is it?
38.
38 is our outlier. Good. To go down, we subtract. So we're going to do our lower quartile minus our interquartile range. So we're going to do 20 minus 7, which is 13. Do we have any numbers lower than, because the down tells us lower, any numbers lower than 13? No, so no outliers on the lower end. All right, back to things that we will graph. Our upper extreme and our lower extreme. Our extremes are just our biggest and smallest numbers that are not outliers. So, what is the biggest number that we have up here that's not an outlier? The biggest number That's not an outlier. Remember, I'm not going to call out names, so if you have your hand up, make eye contact with me.
28.
Yeah, 28. Remember, when I record, I don't call out names. At least I try not to. So we have 28, because we can't say 38 because that's an outlier. So 28 is our biggest. That is not an outlier. What is our smallest number that's not an outlier?
18.
18. Good. We go back to our original data set, and 18 is our smallest number. Good job. So the ones on this side, we do bars. And this side, on the right, we do dots. So I'm going to put a bar at the median, which is 24. A bar at the upper quartile, 27. A bar at the lower quartile, which is 20. And connect it to make my box. A dot at the upper extreme of 28. A dot at the lower extreme, which is 18. And connect them. Then I need to be careful. There's one more thing I need to graph. What's the last thing I need to do? And what do I put there?
Outliers and an asterisk.
Good. I'm going to put an asterisk at my outlier. So at 38, I do an asterisk. And how do I connect it? I don't just draw a straight line. What do I use to connect it?
Dotted line.
Yeah, a dotted or a dashed line. Good job. And there's our box and whisker plot. Notice I have my 5-number summary in blue. The things I need to graph. Median, upper quartile, lower quartile, upper extreme, lower extreme. Be a good test taker and use the box and whisker on the front to kind of help us remember the things that we need, right? So it's smart to use the rest of your test to help you if you are forgetting something. Let's do one problem of MAD, and that'll just be it for the video. So remember, step 1 is find the mean. So I'm going to write step 1 on your actual quiz. You do not need to write step 1, step 2, step 3. I'm just writing this to remind you. So step 1, find the mean. So I'm going to sum it up, which is 10 plus 7 plus 3 plus 8 plus 12, which is what? Well, there's 10, there's 20, so it's 40. When I add it all up, yes? Then I'm going to divide by how many there are, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 40 divided by 5, go ahead and shout it out. 8. Good job. Okay. Step 2. Distance each number from the mean. Okay. So, how far away is 10 from 8? Just shout it out. How far away?
2.
It's 2 away. How far away is 7 from 8?
1.
How far away is 3 from 8? How far away is 8 from 8? How far away is 12 from 8? 4. All right. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Plus 5 is?
8.
Plus 0 is still?
8.
Plus 4 is? 12. So then our last step, step 3, find the new mean, which is our MAD. So we said, oh, thanks. There we go. Find the new mean. So when we added them up, 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 5 is 8, 8 plus 4 is 12. So our sum was 12. So our new mean is 12 divided by 5, which is 2 and 2/5, which is 2.4. Any questions on how I did the MAD?